Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another 1v1 Pro whole set, because we are today on Yota Nation Battleground. That means it's the Yota Nation Top 6 tournament that's ongoing, which is a round robin between the top 6 players that could accept this. Vivid did not, remember, and I am streaming all of the games. So up in the top left, we have the China Infantry with the yellow. This is LoGicA. First map, as I said, is Yota Nation Battleground. We'll have a look at that map in a second. Down in the bottom right, we have the purple player with also the China Infantry. This is ExCaL. So, of course, on this tournament, there are 4 maps to choose from. First being Yota Nation Battleground, which is basically a Seaside Mutiny remake, which is this map we're seeing right here. The second map will always be Yota Nation Arena. Third map will always be Double Damnation, the Dam map, and then there's Damned Corhal as well. There are new and upcoming maps as well, funded by all kinds of companies. Yota Nation obviously sponsored this one and sponsored this tournament as well. Total $400 prize pool for this whole set. 200 of that alone is put up by Yota Nation. But yeah, we have other kinds of maps coming up as well. Like we've got a battleship map coming up, a competitive 1v1 battleship map. We have more damned maps coming. It's really a good time for Zero, actually. Getting a lot of new stuff. So ExCaL so far going for this right hand side. I think he will win that little engagement there because he has more minigunners for the time being. Think that LoGicA is probably a better position here, but only slightly. He can probably secure himself the refinery there. LoGicA with 1 tank hunter down in the bottom left, stopping ExCaL expanding. That's a very good tank hunter. Nice explosive barrels there, placed down by TK Leo, the map creator behind this one. And I think that LoGicA has a good position here because that bunker is more closely aligned to these oils in that refinery. It would have probably been better if it had stacked that, loaded with more infantry, because now he's probably going to lose his position because I think ExCaL has more infantry here. ExCaL walking on some of the mines though. LoGicA trying to drop down another bunker. I think ExCaL should have cancelled that. But he seems to be focused on the infantry for now. All of the infantry gets cleared up, so that bunker will get stopped. That's kind of a big moment. LoGicA behind this is going for an airfield. ExCaL behind this is also going for an airfield. He's trying to grab his artillery platform. LoGicA does not have this one and this one, but he has that one, which is a little bit strange. And now he's remaking the infantry here, pushing ExCaL back a little bit. But now also focused on that. There's a MiG coming in though from LoGicA. Hits the front minigunner. LoGicA now also trying to grab this oil. And it's actually a LoGicA dozer now that's getting gunned down by a minigunner. LoGicA might try to crush that. He has misclicked it a little bit though. He's clicked past it. Still losing the dozer. Tank hunter heading into the base. Might be able to get himself some trucks. It's one of the most adventurous, unlucky tank hunters. If he manages to also get some trucks, there's no reason why he can't just go in the back there and place the TNT on one of the trucks. But LoGicA will also win in this engagement. It's actually looking kind of okay for LoGicA because he's got that as well. And now expanding at the bottom left. Got control of this barracks here now, camping the production. So actually, I like that position there from LoGicA. Yeah, all of these sets are a best of 13. Everybody will play against everybody once, and whoever's won the most at the end of it will be crowned the champion of this top 6 tournament. It's not like a single elimination like normal. It's a round robin where everybody plays against everyone. Currently, ExCaL is sitting at the top, but he's also played the most games. There are still other contenders that may be able to win it. I think it includes having to beat ExCaL, though, if you are planning on winning this tournament. LoGicA loses a dozer. He's got one more back in the base. Got to be careful because ExCaL likes the dozer hunt, as we know. He could very well start flying with them MiGs, go deep into the back of the base, hit that dozer, and then just camp it out with bunkers, carpet, and artillery. He's heading north a little bit. Okay, just circling in the base. LoGicA does win this bottom left position. But ExCaL is mixing in a nice amount of infantry. And winning the middle engagement. He's also got control of that oil and refinery up at the top, but he lost control of this bottom left position. So LoGicA is now on his artillery platform. Also on his own oil. MiGs coming through. That is a very nice hit, but ExCaL does start shooting at the MiGs, and one MiG does go down. ExCaL now coming in with his own mix. Does not have napalm yet, but it still will do big damage to that bunker. Even cracks it open. A lot of infantry died there. And now LoGicA's front of his base is open. And they do get a bit of extra cover because this artillery platform, which can be very good against infantry. But it does take a while to shoot. And it has quite a lot of HP. LoGicA pushing into the base of ExCaL. ExCaL coming in to save the day with his MiGs. Does lose the power though. MiGs coming through for LoGicA. He does kill some minigunners, but he also loses some MiGs. I think that LoGicA overall will win that engagement, but the oil and refinery is still in play for ExCaL. So if LoGicA could get level 3, carpet and artillery that to get it out, and then LoGicA's got the most of the map. He's got the import and supply here. ExCaL coming through with the mix. Don't know why LoGicA is also shooting that as well as capturing it. There you go. ExCaL back in action now with the minigunners from the assault troop crawler. LoGicA also here with an assault troop crawler. Actually, two lots of minigunners here. Wow. I think he got a bit of veterancy in there at least. There's like 2 vet 3 minigunners inside of there. Takes down the MiGs instant. That's some expensive losses there for LoGicA. $1,200 a MiG. And ExCaL could easily clear this position. He has more units out and about on the map. But if he can get the MiGs to come in, strike that bunker, and he could easily clear that position then. But ExCal's just wasting minigunners at the minute, just sending them into this bunker, but carpet bombers coming in. Kills the bunker. Artillery coming in from LoGicA, but also with a carpet, so he is going to try and get those out. But will he be able to hold on to this position? Artillery comes in. Nice carpet, because you've got the infantry as well as the oil and the refinery. Very, very nice. So ExCaL really pouring lots of resources into this bottom left position, but LoGicA's minigunners are already firing. Do get quite a few kills, but then ExCaL is overall going to win this position. Yeah, and all of a sudden now, ExCaL has the most map control. He's got both of them oils alive, whereas LoGicA does not have that one, and LoGicA has lost control of this bottom left area. So this is looking pretty good, I think, for ExCaL. Artillery for ExCaL coming in. Is going for the airfield. Gets the airfield. MiGs, once they shoot now, will have to be flown around the map manually until they can land. Otherwise, they will just lose HP. Or actually, they won't even lose HP. They'll just fall to the ground now if LoGicA's not paying attention. No, they are losing HP. Yeah, sorry, it's not like King Raptors, is it? Sometimes air units go to land and they just die. But yeah, LoGicA's lost now. The fact that he's not paying attention to them 3 MiGs, like $3,600. Yeah, LoGicA was looking in a good position at times. Just ExCaL's experience and skills just always kick in at some point. And LoGicA has now been defeated. Yeah, shame that, because it was actually looking pretty good, especially getting that better positioned bunker up in the top. So yeah, GG, well played. 1-0 for ExCaL. Okay, jumping into game number 2. Down in the south, we have the purple player with a USA Vanilla. This is ExCaL. Up in the north position, also with the USA Vanilla, because remember the first 4 games will be mirrors in this tournament. This is the yellow player. That is LoGicA. So just from looking at the armies, I reckon that LoGicA would have chosen the USA mirror, and I reckon ExCaL would have chosen the infantry. You get to pick a mirror each, flip a coin, and it decides who picks first. Okay, ExCaL loading up his first V. LoGicA sending a missile defender straight across the map. Might be locked onto that dozer, but the V is headed in that direction. Is LoGicA going to laser lock it? Nope. So the first $300 lost there for LoGicA. First V also out for LoGicA, but he's going to lose this Ranger. ExCaL's going to try and capture that oil. LoGicA straight through to the main base. Not got any missile defenders inside of there, but he is getting laser locked. It's going to leave it pretty low, and then that V will be able to clear it up. ExCaL's also going to try to grab this oil, so he's going to be on 3 oils if all of those come in. It's possible, you know, because that missile defender won't do very much damage to it. But LoGicA is going for this left-hand side position. LoGicA doesn't seem as switched on as we normally see him. The laser lock's a little bit slow there at times. ExCaL's now expanded to a second supply. I have to imagine he's got his next Chinook queued up there as well. Whereas LoGicA for now is just on the 1 supply. But he's collecting off the main and the additional crates. Nice crushes there by ExCaL. Laser locking the V. Yeah, ExCaL ahead in XP. I think he's fair to say been winning most of the engagements. He's also got a bigger economy now than LoGicA because the 2 supplies mainly, but then he's also got a support in 2 oils, whereas LoGicA seems to be on 3, but he hasn't got that extra supply. So LoGicA entering the main base of ExCaL with this single V, but LoGicA is already pushing into LoGicA's base. Met by 3 Vs as well, though. Laser lock instant. from ExCaL, but it's stuck a little bit on the terrain there. I think overall ExCaL is winning that engagement mainly because he's got ranges in the mix as well as decent laser locks there. LoGicA doesn't get any damage done in ExCal's base. LoGicA now losing Vs in the main, and with these ranges, all of these MDs should be scared away. It does look like LoGicA's overall winning the left-hand side positioning, grabs himself 2 oils there. But already now, Chinooks in the main base of LoGicA also taking damage. Both getting laser locked. Yeah, ExCaL is way ahead here. Nice laser locks again. And LoGicA has been defeated. Yeah, ExCaL is just showing his class here. Really, really phenomenal player. 2-0 for ExCaL. Okay, jumping into the next match. This is a USA Air Force mirror down in the south with the purple. This is the US Air Force. That is ExCaL. Up at the top, also the USA Air Force. This is the yellow player. That is LoGicA. So LoGicA going for 1 airfield, 1 barracks. ExCaL is going for a drop and the dozer, selling his CC. Okay. Interesting there. Preferred LoGicA's build, because all that LoGicA has to do is kill that dozer, and just make more Raptors camp it out, kill the production of ExCaL. But ExCal's going for more aggression here, maybe feeling a little bit too confident. ExCaL going for some crushers, moving his Chinook in, but that dozer's taking quite a lot of damage. And that Chinook is now going to have to go away. Yeah, I think ExCaL might be getting a little bit overconfident here. Of course, he's still in with a chance. But surely that Raptor's now going to hit the other dozer, then hit the power. Yeah, he could have split fire that, you know. That would have been interesting, because 2 rockets to kill that, the rest of them on that power. Then the next Raptor would just one-shot the power because it would already be weak. So ExCaL is hunted. So definitely the pressure is on ExCaL. I think he's probably regretting selling his CC now. But I think it's because he queued up ranges and the capture upgrade. Yeah, so ExCaL is now without power. So without power and without radar, without dozers, against pretty much standard build here from LoGicA. I think ExCaL has got a little bit overconfident. Of course, there's still a chance, but it's probably a slim chance. Where is ExCaL going with those 2 Raptors? He hits one of the Chinooks. ExCaL has the cash, but can he even spend it? He's already floating 5k. We're only 3 minutes into the game. Remember, this map is called Double Domination. You can blow these dams. Creates a waterlogged area here where you then can't pass. So, wonder where LoGicA will hit now with those 2 Raptors. Probably the barracks would be a good target. A little bit overkill. You don't need 3 Raptors to kill a barracks. ExCaL just circling around now with his wraps, but the longer he waits, the more LoGicA collects and the more he can produce. Oh, he does get the airfield of LoGicA, though, with most of the wraps landed. Was that 4 on there or 3? Okay, so that does give ExCaL a bit of a chance, but still, he's floating 10k. It's all right going for this fast oil eco boom, selling your CC for it, but if you can't produce doses, can't produce anything, then of course that is bad. LoGicA denied from getting the oil there, but LoGicA does have that one and that one. So yeah, everything is looking bad for ExCaL, I think. Even though that was a nice hit there on the airfield, killing the wraps. Because ExCal's now got to deal with the Comanches. So that's like a shot of the Raptor taken up. Then you've got to go back and land, when otherwise you need to be hitting the buildings probably of LoGicA. Otherwise the Raptor numbers are going to get up as well. Yeah, ExCaL looking for a target with 2 King Raptors. Probably hitting the power would be one of the best things. Split fire there. You see you've got the power and the dozer. That's what I was talking about earlier. He's floating 15k now, ExCaL. 2 more Raptors coming in for LoGicA. Yeah, the airfield is low. ExCaL pulling all of his Chinooks. He doesn't need the cash anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. He needs to kind of do some all-in strat, maybe with the Comanches. That's probably what he's trying. So Comanches coming in. Still might be able to go down, though. The Chinooks don't make it invincible. Still possible to pick it off. Gets a King Raptor. But yeah, ExCal's airfield is dead now, so LoGicA only has to hold. So just make 1 million missile defenders and counter that 1 Comanche, and that's it. You've done it. But I do feel this was a bit of an overconfident build here by ExCaL. Selling his CC in the air mirror and not going for some crazy all-in that we've seen from ExCaL before. Like the V build he did against Fargo, I think, in an air mirror tournament. Yeah, ExCaL now only got 1 building left. He's still making it a little bit painful for LoGicA. LoGicA's not got much back at home. Suppose he is still collecting on 4 Chinooks, couple of Raptors there. Defeated. But yeah, GG, well played. Just like I said, a little bit overconfident there, I feel, from ExCaL. Okay, jumping into game number 4. We're now on a map called Damned Corral, a brand new map as well. Down in the south with the purple China Vanilla, this is ExCaL. Up in the north with the yellow China Vanilla, this is LoGicA. So LoGicA's barracks, tiny little bit behind. ExCaL placing a scaffold down over barracks here, just to trick LoGicA, in case he was waypoint scouting, into the fact that he might have gone 2 supplies and double war factory. That's the reason he placed the scaffold down. Whereas if ExCaL was waypoint scouting, I don't think that LoGicA placed the barracks down, so ExCaL probably knows already that LoGicA is gone for an oil build. Interestingly, ExCaL has gone for the Red Guard veterancy. Don't know if that's really worth it. I suppose if you did both go for the middle oils or reinforcement pattern, it was Red Guard versus Red Guard, that 1 Red Guard should win. And I'm quite excited about this one, actually. China Vanilla Mirror on Damned Corral, because flamers are very good at taking these dams down. So you blow this dam, and here it creates a path or a stream or river of water that then feeds off the edge of the map. And yeah, Flame is taking it down very, very quick as opposed to other factions. You might therefore see some damn action. LoGicA entering the base of ExCaL here with an outpost. Yeah, the outpost has managed to get in. Yeah, the players are actually playing on a slightly older version of the map. On this version, the crates are a little bit too close to the edge. It makes the Chinooks like fly kind of weirdly over the edge. But on the latest version, these supplies have just been moved in a tiny little bit, and I think so there as well. But no major difference. The map still works. So ExCaL so far looks to be winning the middle area. He's got this bunker here covering his oil, although he's probably only got a red guard inside of there. He's trying to get this artillery platform over on the right. Although ExCaL does lose a few units there, and ExCaL is now moving into this left side position with the Flamer. Takes out the supply. LoGicA now on Overlords. Overlords are very strong in China Vanilla Mirrors. You've still got to be careful though about mass outposts and MiGs and Helixes. But overall, having one or two Overlords in your army with the Speaker Tower, especially with Subliminal Meshing, quite a strong backbone to your army in a China Mirror. ExCaL going for his CC. Is that his last dozer? Here it is. LoGicA has a dozer over on the right side. I think ExCaL overall looking in a good position. He has numbers in the middle. But he has got this Overlord to deal with in a second, and I think he should think about expanding. Now he's got his CC especially. Try and get an expansion, try and get a bunker or a Gatling cannon to stop Flamers countering it. LoGicA's at risk of losing his Overlord here. He's getting disabled. It's gone blue for a second. As it was about to be captured. But yeah, there's two Overlords now hiding behind the oil. But ExCaL is here with a number of tank hunters though, and that definitely is the counter to Overlords without any gats. But there's nuke cannons now on the way for LoGicA. ExCaL is going to retreat for the time being. LoGicA floating 6.3k. ExCaL is controlling most of the middle. Them two artillery platforms do keep LoGicA quite contained in his base. Artillery platform on the right side gets cleared. There is the Lotus hiding within the rocks, moving into LoGicA's base. ExCaL might be forced into an engagement here because he's going to get nuke cannon to the face. ECM goes down, plus a number of tank hunters stood inside of the radiation. But ExCaL for the time being does not care. He's charging forward, but he's losing everything here, including his Overlords, and LoGicA is now level 3. So the transition here to chunkier units for LoGicA is so far working out. Lotus in the base is going to try to capture the CC, and LoGicA's Lotus is going to get found. Helix now out for ExCaL, flying over to his left-hand side position. Gets the nuke cannon. Helix losing a lot of HP. Gets one dozer, and LoGicA is hunted. Oh my goodness. Just when he thought he couldn't be hunted because he has a CC, next minute the Lotus comes in, takes a CC, and then the Helix flies in, suicides, and kills the dozer. So yeah, LoGicA is probably a little bit annoyed about that. Now there's two Helixes here. One is getting loaded up now. That will counter these Overlords. LoGicA will need to get it backed up by these GATs ASAP. And ExCaL will need to do the damage here before those GATs arrive. Carpet bomb coming in for ExCaL. But it's probably going to get shot down. It would have been nicer if that was a defensive carpet. Artillery hits one of the war factories. There's only one war factory left now for LoGicA. With the three Helixes, most of the GATs here disabled. But actually, there's GATs around the back doing damage to the Helixes still. ExCaL continues to hold. Here comes LoGicA's next wave. He's got his nuke cannon parked behind the dam. Yeah, LoGicA continues the push, but I feel like a mine drop is going to land right on top of his army now. That's going to hurt all of the GATs. Mine drop a little bit too deep, though. Most of the army there is out unscathed. Helixes move in. And the anti-air is now getting taken out, and that should be ExCaL's game in the bag. LoGicA knows it, GG, and the score is 3-1 for ExCaL. Okay then, jumping into the next match. This time we have a Gile against Demo matchup, not a mirror this time. Up in the north, with a Gile Vanilla. For the purple player, that is ExCaL. Love the little lights on this map because it's like nighttime. The GLA activates its lights. And I also like the lights over on this side as well, which, if I'm not mistaken, they start moving around. I don't know if they have to be occupied for them to be moving around. Down in the south, we have the yellow player with the GLA Demolition. This is LoGicA. So LoGicA going for a fake arms dealer, which we will then upgrade, but it looks like ExCaL is just going for a real arms dealer straight from the beginning. He's gone for a double barracks, going for more so oils, whereas LoGicA is prioritized actually getting his second supply. Yeah, upgrades his arms dealer. He's got a real arms dealer straight away. So his arms dealer is quicker. So that first technical getting out, crushing all the workers, denying oils. Those extra seconds do mean a lot because it means the other player has then got a decision to make. Does he chase that technical or does he counterattack by going into the base trying to kill some workers? Yeah, I like this start here for LoGicA. He's going for a TNT as well. But LoGicA will need to ensure that he stops at least some of ExCaL's oil captures. Here comes the TNT straight down the middle of the map. And ExCaL does not seem prepared for this. He's got one technical in the base. But this technical is going to get all the way through. If it's got 4 inside of there, it's actually got 3. Kind of a big decision to go for that oil with one of them, because then that means that arms dealer survives, and I think ExCaL got some scrap from that as well. So yeah, interesting decision there by LoGicA, because ExCaL now grabs the right oil. He's grabbed this oil as well, and it looks like he's going to go and try and get this oil. ExCaL's just camping this position, thinking that LoGicA might enter from that position, but he should see now that LoGicA is actually going straight down the middle of the map. Boyka style, go for a TNT, and then follow it up by a tech RPG with workers inside. And he does have at least 4 units. 4 inside of there and 1 inside of there. Would be nice if he can stop that oil. Big moment if he stops that or not. He does stop it. He's going to go and try and grab this building with 1 RPG, and he's got a worker here as well. Comes through with a TNT on the other oil. But the thing is that LoGicA's got no oils for himself. That's still a civilian one. LoGicA expanding down the bottom left. Looks like that tunnel will get up. Is ExCaL going to be able to stop it? It is a TNT around the back. Only 1 unit inside of there, though. And yeah, a bit of a bad attack there from ExCaL. Another unit coming into the base of ExCaL. Could be another TNT. Is a TNT. Only 3 TNTs inside of there, though. Hits the arms dealer down to the hole once again. And ExCaL no longer collecting on any workers on his main, but he is still collecting here, though. I just realized there is a bit of a difference between the top and the bottom spots. Because up in the top, you can put a technical round the back. But down in the south position... Sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, you can't put a technical round there, but down in the south position you can move around there, which is a big thing, really. You could have easily gone round the back, harassed them workers, and then gone back. Does make a difference. So LoGicA doing a pretty good job at harassing all the workers. ExCaL does not have much cash right now. He went down as low as $32 just then, as I said it. So LoGicA is going to try to deny that worker. He does deny it with a 97% tunnel, but I think ExCaL still will be able to finish it. LoGicA's oil here in the middle. It's now getting hit. That's a nice demo drop there from ExCaL. Does kill 3 of the technicals from LoGicA. If you continually attack in the same place, eventually ExCal's going to react to it. And that demo trap repels that attack for LoGicA away. Okay, another technical from LoGicA. It is another TNT. It's going for another oil. Takes down the oil. He's trying to brute force kill this one at the top. Load of quads RPGs here. I think he's in quite a good position to take down that oil and fend off the mini defense there from ExCaL. But LoGicA in the end does lose all of his army. LoGicA does have security of this top left oil. He could try to capture that for himself. He's now got 2 oils of his own at least. He's got hold of this supply as well, but his second supply has dried up and he's only collecting on 4 workers, I believe, on his main. Could do with a few more there. ExCaL has his refinery. LoGicA does not. Another TNT coming in for LoGicA. Hits the other oil there of ExCaL. So I think ExCal's got no oils left, whereas LoGicA does have some. So ExCaL probably feels the pressure to make something happen now, so he's attacking across the map. I think that ExCaL will win that engagement with the Scorpions, with the rockets. They are very good against the quads here of ExCaL. Sorry, of LoGicA. And LoGicA does look like he's going to lose this front position. That tunnel's going to get cleared. That tunnel's not finished. But LoGicA has expanded up in the top left. Another tentacle in the base. This could be a TNT. It is a TNT. Hits the main supply there of ExCaL and kills a load of workers. LoGicA was floating like 7k there. He's only just building a palace down in the bottom left. Okay, ExCaL with an attack straight down the middle of the map into LoGicA's base. Is this going to cause significant damage? These RPGs here are the backbone of LoGicA's army because they are good at repelling the Scorpions. Just imagine a couple of demo traps there. How devastating that would have been for ExCaL's army and chances of winning the game. But LoGicA has pretty much the bottom left and top left, whereas ExCaL is collected on just those crates. It's going to be mined out any second now. Okay, ExCaL places down his CC, then cancels it just to get the bounty money. You've probably got an extra level of the bounty money. ExCaL now transitioned to buggies. But I do feel like LoGicA having that supply, and he's going to get repair bay, and he has that supply as well. It's quite an advantage, I think. Plus having that oil and that oil, it's a big lead. It's like a 2 oil and 2 supply lead. LoGicA still doesn't have his refinery though. ExCaL trying to counter-attack up at the top, trying to clear LoGicA from this position so he can get his supply back, but LoGicA seems pretty committed to the defense, bringing his own buggies in, but he does not have the buggy ammo upgrade like ExCaL does. Now he does. He's retreating with his buggies. He's going to come back in for a better shot at ExCaL's buggies, and he's going to get a couple here, I think. Got to remember that ExCaL here is the Gillet Vanilla. So his vehicles are cheaper, but LoGicA has the demolitions upgrade. He's only just building his CC though. So Rebel Ambush, probably a minute off, maybe 70% CC. ExCaL is ahead than XP at the minute. But yeah, just imagine even a level 1 ambush here. Reset some buggies, and then with LoGicA's superior numbers, you should then be able to just outrange ExCaL all day long and just chip away at all of his buildings. So yeah, I'm kind of liking this position by LoGicA. I would say he's ahead here. I'm expecting ambush to be used here now. Yep, there we go. Did only take out 3 buggies. I think ExCaL knew that was coming. That's why he's keeping like small groups of buggies rather than one massive group. Yeah, ExCaL continues to try to take more ground. He is dropping down one more market. But it's minimal, really, because he's trying to gain ground. And you don't want to drop down loads of markets when you're trying to gain that ground. He does have the AP rockets, as well as the buggy ammo upgrades. These do a lot more damage. And we have an Anthrax bomb by ExCaL down in the bottom left position, stopping LoGicA from collecting and killing any units in that area. But we've got DoMiNaToR moving in for LoGicA. He detonates himself. Kills 2 or 3 buggies there, I feel. But LoGicA's just trying to hold now. ExCaL knows that the DoMiNaToR of LoGicA is gone for the time being. He's using that as free reign, sniping the workers. Sneak attack from ExCaL, but it's more of just a distraction there, I feel. ExCaL continues to chip away at this position, but LoGicA for the time being continues to hold. LoGicA now level 5 as well. He's coming in with an Anthrax bomb. Decent-ish hit, but most of the buggies there, actually all of the buggies for ExCaL do escape, and actually LoGicA stepping in the Anthrax a little bit himself. He doesn't have junk repair, and he doesn't need it because he's got the repair bay over on the left side. So yeah, LoGicA's in a winning position here. He just needs to hold against these few buggies. ExCaL only has 2 markets, and LoGicA has got so many buggies now. Just remember as well that Demo Rebel Ambush is on cooldown, so he can use it anytime, probably in the next few minutes, just to reset that buggy count again for ExCaL. Yeah, LoGicA going back a little bit before turning around, and I feel like it could be the last trade here. LoGicA coming out on top. 2 buggies survive for ExCaL. But I think ExCaL knows that's it. Yeah, GG. The fact that he turned around and took that fight against superior numbers just shows to me that he knew that was the end. So 3-2 there. LoGicA bringing it back a tiny bit. 3-2. Okay, jumping into the reverse, down in the south for the GLA Demolition. This is the purple player, that is ExCaL. Up in the north with the GLA Vanilla, this is the yellow player, that is LoGicA. Yeah, so I think GLA Vanilla overall here is better, like in the first minutes of the game. However, the GLA Demolition, I think, is more powerful later on. When if a demo trap hits, the demo traps are better. The Demolition's upgrade is better. Demo bikes, Demorable Ambush, all of these things are really strong for the demo, but overall the GLA Vanilla units are cheaper. And the Demolition units are slightly more expensive. Like, for example, technical is 600 there for ExCaL, whereas 500 for LoGicA. LoGicA seems paranoid that a TNT is coming, and he'd be right, because a TNT is on the way. Does LoGicA see this, though? He's moving out with his first technical, moving back. He's there with his own TNT, actually, which is a counter TNT. ExCaL is finding a way through. Is he going to be able to go for the supply? He is going for the supply. Does get it down to the hole and grabs himself a technical kill there as well. Toxin Tractor out now for LoGicA. Interesting choice. TNT there for LoGicA. But oh my god, he messed that micro up badly. That could have been a triple kill on the technicals there. And yeah, maybe LoGicA's falling apart. I don't know, little tiny details like that just shows me how much a player is on it, and I think that would have frustrated him as well. And ExCaL behind this has had a phenomenal start. He's grabbing himself an oil and another oil. Second supply for ExCaL coming up. ExCal's going to try and get in, try and kill some workers with a technical. Does make it in, but so far he's not killed any workers. It's going to work now, but I think it's going to die with minimal losses. Yeah, only one worker killed of LoGicA there. LoGicA trying to grab an oil over on the left. But remember, he lost that one due to the repair needed on it from the beginning. ExCaL now moving into the base. LoGicA trying to kill this oil for ExCaL down in the bottom left. Ooh, that position actually got saved there by ExCaL. Very nice indeed. When we talk about this area over here, it tends to be one player always grabs this bit, but then one player is always grabbing the left-hand side. I tend to think that maybe having the left side is better because you've got these two bunkers to rely on. And you can always kill these oils if the opponent does take him from that side. I think LoGicA's wanting to go down this path once again to try and finish off this oil. I think it's a good idea. but he has run into a few RPGs here and a quad of ExCaL, but he clears it all up actually, and he's now got himself a super tech. There is another ExCaL quad on the way. That super tech survives on basically 1 HP, but is now gone down. Maybe went a little bit too close to that quad once again. You can see the tracks went back a little bit. Yeah, LoGicA looks like he's only collected on 3 workers once again. ExCal's always collecting on a decent amount. It could do probably 1 more that side. ExCaL heading into the main base. Always going for this oil. I think that's the TNT on the oil. Does grab it. If he'd headed that way, he might have been able to deny that one. Is that another TNT by ExCaL? It is, and he hits this tunnel. And LoGicA's already popped out of this tunnel, so will LoGicA just sit and chill there to defend it, or is he going to go back to his base? I think sitting and chilling there is a good idea. Would like to see from ExCaL probably a couple of demo traps placed in different places. Maybe a couple there. Maybe like 1 or 2 there. Probably 1 there. Couple placed there. For the sake of $200 and the value you can get out of them. And you can just rely on it. Like if you put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, for example. For $600, you can pretty much guarantee nothing is going to kill you from that path. Another TNT comes in from ExCaL, hits the strong white bunker there and clears the tunnel of LoGicA. It's pushing forward now with the Scorpions. Looks like LoGicA will hold that, but I think ExCaL probably overall still in a better position because he's got this oil, got this one. LoGicA does have that one, but remember that one died. LoGicA grabs his refinery, but ExCal's already on it. And ExCal's now winning this whole position over on the left. And with this Scorpion choice, like he's always mixing in more Scorpions than LoGicA is, so tends to just counter the quads that LoGicA is making. LoGicA could also do with a couple more workers there, I feel. Another attempted TNT there by ExCaL, but I think, did he go for that and then just sent the... Yeah, he did. I think he went for that. And then just sent the one remaining into the main base, hoping that LoGicA would overreact or just pop some units. And then that TNT would have cleared it. LoGicA coming in with his own, perhaps TNT. No, just an empty technical. It gets sent to its death. But here is the real one. Gets it as well. Kills a bunch of workers and gets that oil. But ExCaL is still collecting from there. And has more oils overall, if I'm not mistaken. It was memorable ambush, but it wasn't actually that impactful. I think some of them maybe got crushed by the quads. But still, Scorpion versus quads, you're seeing the quads are getting wrecked every single time. Buggy's now out for LoGicA. Okay, LoGicA with another TNT, but that one messed up a little bit. I think ExCaL pressed I on his one of his workers, or maybe all of his workers. LoGicA coming in, trying to snipe off that oil. Gets it. But for it, he loses 2 buggies. But I think it's worth it to kill that oil. Because now you've got more chance of being able to camp it out. But that said, though, that one and that one is still in play. And ExCaL's making a skid storm. It's about to finish. Bottom left. And key buildings here of LoGicA are getting picked off. Okay, Stinger picked off of ExCaL's, but ExCaL moving in with the battle bus. Kills 2 buggies so far. I don't know if he got that 3rd or not. But either way, that tunnel's also going to go down by the looks of things. Buggies from LoGicA come in from range, take it out. Another TNT from LoGicA. Not economically worth it to hit a tunnel though, but I think he was going for this oil. Yeah, LoGicA's here. Sorry, ExCaL's here with his Jarman at the minute, just kind of chilling. He had the opportunity to walk in the middle there, detonate, and kill all the buggies, but I don't think he needs to because he was winning the buggy engagement there anyway. A second Scud Storm being built now by ExCaL. ExCaL continues the exchange with the buggies. He's ahead in XP. He has 2 Scud Storms, both of which, well, one of which will fire much sooner, and the other one will fire just a few seconds behind LoGicA's. Angry Mob gets a little bit close to this quad. Does take out a quad, but likewise goes down. Then Rebel Ambush there from ExCaL takes out the buggies of LoGicA. Are we going to see any more Scud Storms? Yeah, we are. One in the main base of ExCaL. He's spreading them around. No beacons by either player yet to mark out which ones are going to fire first. And the buggy wars continue, but it's always ExCaL with a few more left, I feel, especially with that Demo Rebel Ambush coming into play. Yeah, LoGicA's still collecting only with 3 workers top left. How much cash does he have there, though? Only a little bit more than ExCaL. Yeah, LoGicA wasting some buggies here. There is a demo trap there from LoGicA. First Scud Storm is ready to fire by ExCaL. I'm pretty sure that'll be on the Scud Storm of LoGicA to try and reset it down to the hole so it won't be able to fire back. So yes, it is. He gets a load of kills around it as well. Gets him closer to level 5. He's basically got double the XP of LoGicA currently. Yeah, I mean, you're against 3 Scud Storms and double the XP of ExCaL. So yeah, Anthrax Bomb, Sneak Attack, Demo Bikes round the back. Very nice there from ExCaL. Takes out the Scud in the market that was repairing. Very nice. Taking out the barracks there as well. And he gets himself level 5. You could now use that area to do a sneak. Does he have a radar van, I think? Not sure. That would be a nice spot for Scuds. Maybe that's a little bit too much overkill by ExCaL. Maybe scrap 3 of those and make a Scud Storm instead in the middle. But I don't think it matters too much. LoGicA has been defeated. Well played there to ExCaL. Okay, jumping into the next one. Yota Nation Battleground by TK Leo. Down in the bottom right, we have the purple player with a USA laser. This is ExCaL. Up in the top left with the China Infantry this time, another matchup. This is the yellow player. That is LoGicA. So far, looks like LoGicA's going to keep his CC. Also sending a dozer over to the right side oils and refinery. Truck rush from LoGicA. I think he will be able to get this Ranger, actually. And ExCaL coming in with a drop. Drops to the back of the base. There's a dozer here by ExCaL. Is going to build a laser Patriot. Truck rush from LoGicA gets in. Crushes an MD. Trying to get this Ranger. Gets it. Laser lock coming in by ExCaL. Gets another MD. Quite a worthwhile truck rush, I think, because you're denying these oils getting captured sooner, which I think is very decent. Yeah, not sure if LoGicA should be keeping his CC, but that's the route he has chosen. He's building a war factory over on the right. He's got the capture upgrade. ExCaL now trying to capture these 2 oils. Probably going to go for that artillery platform as well. ExCaL building a barracks inside of LoGicA's base. But LoGicA's already making the infantry. Yeah, minigunners are one of the hardest things to crush. You need to hit like the dead center of it to crush it. It's like with a Ranger, you can just like hit it at any point and it will still go down. But with a minigunner, you need to hit it in the dead center, as you're seeing there. Really, really hard to kill the minigunner. So LoGicA clears this up, but the annoying thing is that those are still alive. There's an MD still alive, and that laser Patriot is not going to be cleared anytime soon. LoGicA dropping down an airfield up at the top. Right, he's got himself 2 oils, and he's got himself this bottom left supply. So LoGicA's on 2 supplies, 2 oils, really. He doesn't really need to challenge that laser tank. Just wants to ensure that ExCaL doesn't take it for himself. But chances are he won't, because the Chinooks will be flying high, and a minigunner just from range will probably be able to stop it. So, looking pretty good there, I think, for LoGicA. He's also coming in with a small troop crawler up on his top position of ExCaL's base. And ExCaL will no longer be able to collect, because that minigunner fortress will just be able to shred the Chinooks. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, I feel, here for LoGicA. He's preparing a helix behind this as well. He could just send it into ExCaL's base. That's going to also be a problem. But ExCaL's struggling to even deal with this. Never mind this oncoming helix that, by the way, is probably going to hunt the only remaining dozer inside of ExCaL's base. He's trying to hit the power. And that dozer has been picked off. So yeah, looking very bad here for ExCaL. War Factory now getting hit as well. Yeah, the power's gone down. Oh, power's back in play though. It's back in play. Chinooks there taking quite a bit of damage. The minigun is inside of the helix. So that helix now just needs to charge there and just take out that dozer. Whether it suicides or not, whether it just takes a bit of damage and backs off, doesn't matter as long as you take out that dozer. He's hunted. He is coming in. He does not care about the laser turret. Hits the dozer. Suicides for the dozer. But any buildings now that ExCaL loses, like the War Factory that's already gone, by the way, cannot be replaced. The ExCaL is pumping out loads and loads of infantry. ExCaL loses another Chinook. Few Vs there of ExCaL have just walked into a bunch of infantry. And I feel like these MiGs just need to keep hitting that now. It's like the main blob. ExCaL's going to lose one of his barracks. MiGs coming through, hitting all the ranges. So now the minigunners should be able to clear up all the MDs, and I think that's GG. Can't really see ExCaL continuing beyond that. Losing production, losing all of his ranges. Looking very, very good for LoGicA. He gets the win. ExCaL has been defeated, and 4-3 goes the score. Okay, jumping into the reverse of what we just saw then in game number 8. Up at the top left with the China infantry. This is the purple player. That is ExCaL. And down at the bottom right, we have the laser. This is the yellow player. That is LoGicA. Yeah, it's not straightforward, easy builds here. You can't really... well, you probably could just do 2 supplies, War Factory Barracks as the laser and see how far you get. But I just feel like those are there from ExCaL. We'll be able to build a barracks and a bunker there, and like, how are you gonna stop that? So LoGicA's opted for 2 supplies. He has bought an extra Chinook there, so he's getting 4 Chinooks. And I think he's gone for the capture upgrade. He has just cancelled something though. I think he's cancelled one of the Chinooks. A little bit of indecision there by ExCaL. Sorry, by LoGicA. He's going to try and build this Laser Patriot, but there's already a tank hunter on the way. I feel like that dozer probably will get stopped. Yeah, not the best of starts there by LoGicA. It probably would have been better, actually, if he just dropped it in the back. Drop the dozer there and build the Patriot there, exactly like ExCaL did. But stuck with his probably better build order back at home, which is the 4 Chinooks and 2 oils. Yeah, because ExCaL doesn't even need to look at that dozer. He's just clicked on it and can just look away. The tank hunter will chase it all day long. whereas LoGicA needs to be microing that around. ExCaL has shot the explosive barrels at the top. You'll need to repair all that stuff, but he's just exploded them just to get him out of the equation. Dozer of LoGicA there does go down. He's only on one remaining Dozer. But missile defender straight across the map again for LoGicA. He's killing some stuff. Lays lock in some trucks. And ExCaL is preparing a helix up in top right where he secured these oils. Okay, ExCaL now going to enter the main base of LoGicA with this helix. He's currently running into a tow V though and a laser turret, so needs to avoid that for a second. That Dozer is surely the target there of ExCaL. Another truck is killed by this lone MD. Seems to be ExCal's weakness, just one missile defender. Helix takes out an oil. Could probably turn around and engage that V to keep this minigunner alive. Yeah, can just even evac now and attack and move into this would be good as well. There is the artillery platform, which probably is a little bit annoying. Okay, LoGicA in the supply line of ExCaL. He can probably kill them trucks and keep moving, but if he hangs around there for any few seconds, he's going to lose it. Yeah, he loses it. But I suppose he's dealing with this back at home and he defends it. Helix is coming in. He's trying to go for that Dozer. Is he going to turn and go for it, or is he just going to keep heading into the base? For now, keeping heading on into the base. But the Helix goes down before it's able to evac. If that evac'd, I think that would be GG right there. But the fact that LoGicA saved his Dozer and killed the Helix means the game will continue. Napalm MiGs are in play already. Okay, LoGicA losing a bit there. Avengers and Vs. Not ideal because these are expensive losses, and ExCal's gaining quite an advantage in the ground army composition here. He's got quite a few infantry units. Builds a bunker there at the front. He's building a prop there at the top of the map. Okay, LoGicA now moving out, but look, notice how many Avengers he actually needs to defend against these MiGs. He's got 3 out. But still, against that blob of infantry combined with the MiGs as well, the Avengers will not be enough. You need even more. ExCal's also floating like 7k. LoGicA moving out, but is he overstepping the mark with that V? Does have search and destroy, so he's got the additional range. LoGicA moving out. Got 3 Vs, 1 Ambo, 3 Avengers currently. But all it takes is 1 engagement. 1 bad engagement, let's say, and when these are cleared, that's pretty much all of LoGicA's investment. Because ExCaL at the minute has the advantage. He has most of the supplies and stuff. But ExCaL is also moving through the middle with 4 outposts, ECM. Into the main base, and I feel like that could be it for LoGicA's base. LoGicA's base, the production is getting camped. All the units there are getting killed. Is LoGicA going to go back? He doesn't really have much of a choice apart from losing the game here. Like, if you go back, you probably still lose to that. If you stay here, your base is going to get killed. There's no way, really, of stopping that now. Killing the base. Without maybe a legendary A10 and a Pathfinder army, something like that. LoGicA has been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played there to ExCaL. That extends his lead there to 5-3. Okay, jumping into the next match down in the south of Double Domination, we have the purple player with a China nuke. This is ExCaL. Up in the north with the China vanilla, this is the yellow player. That is LoGicA. Looks like it's going to be a 2 supply build from LoGicA. ExCaL has messed this supply up. Probably because he was trying to place it. I mean, he still might get a perfect supply. Let's see. But probably because he was trying to place it whilst also waypoint scouting to see what build LoGicA has gone for, as well as queuing up the red guard and going for the extra supply. Yeah, sometimes I think it's worth it actually just to wait like an extra half a second or 1 second just to place it correctly, because it does speed up your economy over the course of the game. ExCaL has once again got the veteran seat on. The red guard is going for the oils, and LoGicA behind this is going for an old school build order. Actually, used to see this on Tournament Desert. Interestingly, ExCaL first of all has sent his red guards over the river kind of floodable area to the opposing oils. So yeah, he's going for all 4. And I think that's going to counter pretty nicely the Helix. Yes, this Battlemaster will get eaten alive by the Helix. But the Helix has got so many targets now to go for. It's got to be able to stop 3 oils, as well as stop that Battlemaster. And then ExCaL will know that there's a Helix out, and then he's queuing up GATs. He's probably locked on it already with that GAT. I think he is. You see it's got his turret facing it already. So yeah, straight away that's favorable for ExCaL. It all comes down to the oils. If you want to be a top level player, I think just focus a lot on getting oils, doing an oil boom in the beginning. And just by doing that one thing, you should win more games, I think. A lot of these games tonight have been decided, or today in this set, have been decided by who gets more oils than the other person. Okay, LoGicA flying deeper into the base of ExCaL. There are a decent amount of GATs out there for ExCaL. He's not reacting to this Lich yet, but does it matter that much because there's still 3 here? Yeah, ExCaL hasn't spotted this at all. It's now made its way into the base. And it's got the possibility here to hunt ExCaL. And he does get it. Gets the hunt. So ExCaL once again is hunted on this map. We haven't seen any dam breakages. I'm feeling like we need to lower the HP, or we need to make him more enticing to break the dam. Like maybe it should like flood an area there or something and block those supplies off. So ExCaL has got helixes of his own out now, but he's got so many GATs. LoGicA dropping down bunkers straight away. bunker and a gat on the right. But if ExCaL just charges straight down the middle, can LoGicA hold that? ExCaL sends a scouting outpost, first of all, which does get eaten. But LoGicA's on double war factory. ExCaL is also on double war factory. LoGicA could start a load of flame walls. That would counter these gats for sure. Flame wall started by ExCaL on the power plant of LoGicA. Yeah, power plant goes down. Like this side is well defended. ExCaL going back for now, but I feel like ExCaL might take a fight here. Just try and take away some of the anti-air, and then them helixes will come in. There's 4 helixes, pretty formidable. One's a Gatlix, one's a speaker tower, and the other 2 look like bunker elixers. Yeah, LoGicA really trying to bunker in here. The more he can kill of ExCaL and get to level 3, the better for him, because artillery taking out the production or the power will benefit him massively. LoGicA is actually here with a vanilla battlemaster. He's dropping down another bunker. He's trying to... He's doing really well at holding this right side, this little cliff area. Plus multiple defenses there. His defense is about as good as it gets for the time being, but ExCaL does have this oil remaining, that oil, and that oil. So you've got a 3 oil lead versus 1. Yeah, 3v1 oil situation. ExCaL coming in, picking off some of the units. One of the elixirs does go down. Airfield getting picked off. Trucks getting damaged there as well, but that bunker's been popped open. 1 helix for that, I think, is probably worth it, but you just got to be careful that LoGicA doesn't get to level 3. That's what he wants to try and avoid. LoGicA is charging forward with a bit of a red guard army over on this right side. ExCaL pushing forward with another flamer. LoGicA does not have chain guns. Quite an interesting situation. Is ExCaL going to be able to break this? But ExCaL didn't need to be in this situation. If he'd just paid attention to that Lix on the left-hand side, he would have been able to stop his dozers getting hunted. But yeah, he just missed it. And he's gone for mass flamers here with Gats. Battlemaster's just trying to take out the flamers of LoGicA. I feel like LoGicA needs to move back a little bit, so he's fighting with the bunker. Flame walls begin for ExCaL. There's quite a lot of fire. I think that bunker's going to get cracked open. There's so much fire here, I can't even see the units inside of it. There's so many Battlemasters here for LoGicA as well. LoGicA so far, though, looks like he's holding. But the Lix is now coming in, and the anti-air has been weakened a lot. Another Helix is going to go down. But these bunkers have been cracked open now, and ExCaL is now in the base. That's advantage ExCaL for sure. Helix is on top of the production, and LoGicA did a really nice attempt here. But yeah, I think ExCaL just read it perfectly, like going for the oils.
You are victorious.
It was just the perfect counter, really, for Helix. Maybe LoGicA could have gone for oils into Helix. I feel like that would have been a better build order. Maybe the build order is a little bit weak. I mean, against most players, that build order is pretty decent. A bunker and then into Helix. But against elite level players like ExCaL, you probably need to take even one step further and do a bit more of an advanced build order. Yeah, going for oils and then into a Helix probably is better. GG. Okay, jumping into the next one. ExCaL only needs 1 more to win, and LoGicA needs to win the next 4 in a row if he's to win this set here against ExCaL. Up in the north with the purple player with a China Vanilla, this is ExCaL. Down in the south, we have the yellow player with a China Nuke. This is LoGicA. So LoGicA going for 2 supplies. Once again, ExCaL is going for an oil build once again. with the fake barracks to trick LoGicA into thinking it is a 2 supply, 2 war factory build. But yeah, I mean, ExCaL is just sticking with the same build order, exactly the same. 4 red guards into oils. And then a single war factory. When he gets a few of the oils in, then he'll build up more. Builds a bunker over on the right. That's pretty good, because if LoGicA copied the same build from before, then that bunker would help defend. ExCaL could just go inside of it and take out the enemy red guard. Gat straight out from LoGicA, as well as a Battlemaster straight to the left side. But he's not checking the oils, though. He might be using his next 2 units to check out the oils. LoGicA denies 1. And that bunker isn't going to come in handy, actually, because that red guard's going to die anyway. But the problem is that LoGicA's completely ignored the other 2 oils, not realizing that these red guards have just snuck past and got it. And if he gets them 2 oils, it's advantage ExCaL again straight away. It's building a airfield now as well behind it. It's got his 5 tank hunters out ready. But there's a Gat already in the base of ExCaL. So if a helix is made now, it will take some damage from that Gat for sure. Some tank hunters in the base. Oh, ExCaL even wins that engagement with the red guard. Fight down in the bottom left. Yeah, truck is getting hit here. Nice little consolation prize, considering that he lost the outpost that contained then 2 tank hunters to start with. ExCaL just clearing that Gat in the base. Battlemaster is here, but a little bit too late. He finds the helix. Will be able to kill some of these tank hunters. Kills 3, but the helix is already out now, and it's going to be able to fly around, take out these units of LoGicA, and build him up the XP. It's 421 XP against 195. ExCaL now moving out with 3 helixes. Yeah, both games he's had more oils, and both games he's had more helixes, as with the nuke and with the China Vanilla. Generally should be the China Vanilla having the most helixes. So ExCaL takes out the oil in the bottom left. If you shoot it down, by the way, and flood that area, it does kill air units as well. I'm waiting for that surprise to happen. A player should know it. I've told them before. But I'm still waiting for it to happen. You know someone's going to blow that down. And the water's going to kill air units, and they're going to go WTF. ExCaL loses 1 dozer. Ooh, almost loses a helix on the right. Still might get chased down. Nope. But ExCaL is on 3 oils against 0 for LoGicA. Another war factory being dropped down by ExCaL. There's up to 5 helixes in total. LoGicA is on ECMs now. ECM Gat and the Flamer. Helixes for ExCaL moving in on this position. There are 2 Gats here for LoGicA. 1 helix gets traded for them. Whoa! He actually missed-targeted there. Loses another helix. 3 helixes, if I'm not mistaken, went down there in total. But LoGicA moving out now into a bit of a trap here of invisible outposts. And now he's going to lose a Overlord for that as well. Wait a minute. Has he hunted? No, he hasn't hunted. I thought he was suiciding the elixirs there for war factories. Yeah, no damn action. No damn action in any of these games so far. Okay, LoGicA re-establishing some map control. ExCaL focusing now on ECMs. Quite a strong unit. It's quite a bit of armor. Disables enemy units very, very quickly. So he'll probably try to lock down the GATs and then fly in with the helixes. Tends to be the most common strat. Is ExCaL going to shoot the dam here? Let's see. Helix is now flying in for ExCaL over on the left-hand side. He's going for this supply and then going to try to get out of there. So far, all of the Helix is still alive. LoGicA focusing down the dam. Are we going to get some dam action before this set potentially ends? I mean, if ExCaL wins this one, and it's looking pretty okay for him so far. Before this set ends, are we going to see some damn action? Dam is still being focused over on the left side. LoGicA, no subliminal meshing. ExCaL coming in with a mine drop. And that is a beautiful mine drop. Right on top of the army, and now ExCaL is using that to his advantage, just pushing out straight down the middle of the map. That is kind of beautiful, and LoGicA is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's blown the dam. At least we're going to see it. Dam floods over on the left-hand side, but ExCaL continues his rampage into LoGicA's base, and GG. Yeah, we did see the damn little consolation prize there, but that is the end of the set. ExCaL wins LoGicA 7-3. GG, well played. Let me know what you thought of this set down in the comments, and check out the link in the description if you want to find out more about this tournament, see who's winning and stuff like that. So yeah, GG, well played. I'll see you in the next one.